I chopping, the nigga, the server, determined, the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping and run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chargers and the Rams, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, and we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Carr. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 84 yards. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On play action, now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A.J. Dillon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, it's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are the 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught. Jalen Hurd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd.
Brady's pass complete to Jalen Hurd. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff to Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Brady. Open man is Hurd. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Now a play fake, Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, it's Brady. This one into the hands of Hurd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A handoff to Fournette. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Dillon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that... for L.A.
That's good for an L.A. Rams.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give. This is Michel. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for the out route, it's completed to Landry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think is going to be a pass.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Dillon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd down at 5. Again, it's Dillon. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Dillon on the counter. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and football will come out to the 25. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 15, 40 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Carr's throw going into the hands of Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Hurd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the